My name is Dorsey Winfree. I live in Quincy, Washington. Went to Vietnam. Everybody in my unit went to Vietnam. I was on APCs, Armored Personnel Carriers. We were in a lead track. We were attempting to secure a hill there, but near the rock pile along the DMZ. And that morning, we picked up a group of the 101st Airborne Infantry to help us secure this hill. Anyway, there was 12 soldiers on board the APC, and we were hit by a RPG, rocket-propelled grenade, and there were 6 of us that were wounded, and the other 6 died. And sorry. 2 of them were my real close friends. The other 4, I never knew their names. Anyway, that knocked me out of action, and I spent 6 weeks at Clark Air Force Base in the hospital, and then I returned and finished my tour of duty. And actually, I had 2 months here in Yakima that I had a little training here in tanks. I guess I had enough infantry training, they sent me to tank school, the typical Army, but I got out the 20th of December, 1971. It was terrible. I mean, my peers, my friends I had before I went in, they just didn't get it. And I had a real hard time. It was like 2 worlds, you know, that this was the world, and we were in some other kind of existence. There was protesters at the gates, and you know, I've known vets who were spit on, and it was awful. But everybody didn't understand it all, and they didn't care. They didn't want to deal with it because the war had been going on so long, and they just didn't want to hear about it, and I wanted to talk about it, but only other vets that you could really relate to. It was it was awful, believe me. And I always thought I was a strong individual that way, but and maybe I was, because I think I did kind of get over it. It took me a while, though. I had some issues, and my wife really helped me out, and you just wondered why, why all that happened. And it was, needless to say, traumatic, but I come from, my family's, you know, did their duty in long military history, and we didn't talk about stuff like, you know, we're talking here. We just talked about things that happened, and, you know, just the basic stuff. And it was a different world. All the girls, you know, they looked different. When they had long skirts came out, they had the short skirts, and it just, you know, they were going to school and having parties and stuff, and I'm in a deep, dark depression, but you know, I wouldn't trade that experience at all. It was, you know, it defined me for a long time. Probably still does.
I'd like to have Mr. Dorsey Winfree come up, please. And you're a special friend, and I think you
Appreciate it.
For your service in the Vietnam War.
Like I said, we came in to honor Al, and this is a complete surprise that he would, you know, that he would give me this. and especially people like you that actually care about the whole thing. So I wouldn't trade this for anything. It's a great honor, believe me. As I tried to say aside from what my family's done for me, and they really honor me and respect me, and my whole family does, but the public never has. And this is by far the best event that somebody's done for me ever, as it relates to being a veteran. It means everything to me. I think of that every day of my life.
You think about what?
The different things about the Vietnam War and the people who died and the things we did. I think of that every day. But it's mellowing as I you know, it's not so traumatic as it used to be. But I think of it and I'm sure I'll do that to the day I die. It's not a bad thing for me now. It's just what I do sometimes. But regardless of how you felt about the war, if it's good, bad, or indifferent, I mean, it's you know, it's over, and you should honor the people